Hello, everyone, and welcome back to The Guys. Just got done watching Booch's Chapter 7 here, Sunk Cost Galaxy, and I have a lot to say about this. We're talking straight business, people. We're talking rationality. And while I don't agree with everything, obviously Booch has got his opinions. I have my opinions. I can say whichever side of the fence you're on, you're going to want to click on the link down in the description below and watch this particular chapter, because it deals with Sandi directly and whether she's competent enough to do the job that's demanded of her, which is the vice president of marketing. Now, is this just a title that she received without the education or the know-how? Booch presents it as such, and he does a wonderful job at it. He basically, and you can watch this in an interview that Booch and I had done, where I interviewed Booch and questioned him about, his opinions on Sandi. And we are of the same mind where, Chris is in love with Sandi. They kept their marriage a secret up until 2015, and they kept some secrets, and sometimes the staff not so happy with Sandi, and you can see it in their reactions to Sandi. You can see Sandi talk about how she met Chris in basically 3 different stories of how she met Chris, which is disturbing. We understand that Sandi's background, her trade as an actress, she's an actress. So Hollywood tends to be first rather than the project, which is her primary source of income right now. So you have to look at this from a business point of view, and you have to say, hey, is she doing the best for Sig that she can? And my answer, and Booch's answer as well, is no. Now, this isn't trying to diss Sandi. I'm not trying to say she's a bad person. What I'm trying to say is she competent enough for this job? And that's an important question, because it relates to the success of the project. The more people are being put in their correct spots within Cloud Imperium, the more the higher the probability that this will succeed and become a reality. So we, as fans, as content creators, should be responsible enough to look inside the company to the best of our ability, because there's a lot of times where they're not exposing what's going on, and it's important to us because a lot of us have pledged money into this project, and we want to know if this is being managed correctly. This particular chapter in Booch's Sunk Cost Galaxy series hit me the hardest, because it essentially is saying, here are the things that are coming right from the mouth of Sandi. Here are the facts with no bias. You guys decide. He did a wonderful job at presenting this. I think far above the other chapters, this chapter really, really hit home for me, because it makes me ask the question, is this the best person for the job? This has nothing to do with Sandi. This has everything to do with the role that this position requires, and that is to successfully market citizen cons, to successfully get the word out in publications about the project. There's some very glaring mistakes in terms of things that she should know, like SEO. As a VP of marketing, you should really understand what the term SEO means, which is search engine optimization. This is the very grounds at which your material gets out there to the public, how people are searching your project, your work. And Sandi doesn't know this term. Now, that's not acceptable for me. This isn't a public company. There are no shareholders. And yet we do feel invested emotionally. We have put the money in. We've talked about this in the past on the channel. We've all put our money in, some way more than others. And some like myself, not so much, where I'm being cautious about this. As much as I have a passion for this project, I think it's responsible to understand this is a game. And, you know, hey, like, I'm going to hold off until I see more. The more positives I see, the more money usually I put towards a project. I've started out at like $60. I think now I'm at about 130. I've seen a lot of good things along the way, but I'm really tired of this naysayer versus white knight. This is not this particular chapter here from Bucha. This particular chapter in Sunk Cost Galaxy. This is not a white knight naysayer argument. This is just business, and it's a rational narrative that he's putting up there for everybody. So I highly recommend this. Go down in the link below, watch this, tell me what you guys think down in the comments. I love building this community because within our community we have Bucha in our Discord, we have Seer the Sixth in our Discord, and we have the Eradicator in our Discord. We have a lot of different opinions and mindsets in regards to this project here within the game's community. And I'm proud that I built a community that can be very logical and rational and definitely respectful here. It's a very rare thing in regards to this project to see all these different opinions in one place here. And I will do my best to moderate. There's going to be times where arguments and happen, where things get heated and there's some debate, but for the most part I don't see a lot of that here in my community. I see people just talking about the project in such a manner where, like, if people have differing opinions, you might see people try and present their arguments and sway them to their perspectives, but you don't see like outright abuse. You don't see outright trolling in my community. And that's to me is something that's very rare and very special. And I'm glad that I was able to build a community that had such amazing, diverse fans and content creators here and able to coexist together. It's something I really do cherish, and I respect you guys as well, because you guys help me build this community and you do it every day. So I want to thank you guys. Check out, I've got links below where I interview Bucha about his Sunk Cost Galaxy series. I've got the link here for the newest chapter in the Sunk Cost Galaxy series. And I definitely think it's worth a watch no matter where your perspective is. I think you need to kind of center yourself and say, okay, I'm going to look at this from a business standpoint. And wonderful job, Bucha. Really good job, man. So thanks everybody in our community. I know, like, you won't see a lot of SC content creators stick their necks out and put this kind of content out there or agree with Bucha because they're worried. Oh God, oh, everybody might view me differently. I'm not worried about that. I don't do that. I just speak my mind. I think it's important to find people that are able to speak without fear of whatever the general perception is, and it's something that I value when I look for content creators and I watch content creators, is they just speak their mind, and they're not afraid. So I hope you guys appreciate that here about myself. I want to thank my patrons. We're giving away 300i this month, the 20th. I'm looking forward to the drawing, and guys, gotta say, it's great. We're doing wonderful here, and I thank everybody for getting to me and telling me great things and keeping me positive, and the content just keeps flowing here. Thanks so much, everyone, and I will see you on the next vid. Well, look at you. You made it to the end. You must be #professional. That's right. You gotta be a real fan of the guys. Make sure you're tapping that bell so you get future notifications. Check out some more vids. Chill out. Also, check out our Patreon page. Lots of Patreon exclusive material just for our patrons. So help this community grow. And thanks for watching.